what's up guys? This is Mark P with GP1 Racing. So we run a K-Series 2-liter block with a 2.2 crank that's built and assembled by JBRE Engines out of Plant City, Florida. We run a PPG gearbox that has a drag cartel bill of housing, drag cartel bill of transfer housing with all PPG internals. They are supported by a Honda wagon all-wheel drive system that was supposed to be for 100 horsepower. What, you know, they're now accepting 1500 plus, which is just insane to me that they still don't break. We're still on a stock wagon drive shaft. You know, there's no DSS drive shaft in it yet. We do plan to upgrade, but you know, we're kind of rolling with the punches on the stock wagon. We run a Motec M150 ECU that's tuned by Randy at RX Racing. Has supporting sensors from AEM Electronics and race spec up in New Jersey. Joel provides us with all the EGTs and all the other sensors that we need that AEM can't provide us. Turbo is provided by Precision Turbo. We're on the new 8086 Next Gen Turbo. Our fuel system is also supported by Magnus out of Canada. We run their mechanical fuel system. It's a crank-driven fuel pump that has supported our horsepower goal so far. We believe we're probably above 1500. Last time we were on the dyno, we stopped at 1300, but we haven't pushed it since. But looking at track, the mile per hour and the weight of the car, we're probably above 1500 horsepower now. Over at GP1 Racing, we specialize in transmissions for the Honda market, and we build all our transmissions in-house. PPG's been on board with us since 2012, from when we started with all motor to sport front wheel drive and now to all-wheel drive. And they've been great. They work with us closely, and we're actually, you know, working on some new stuff that's going to be coming out. We may have a 5-speed and a sequential soon, so stay tuned.
What's up, brother?
What's up?
It's so good to see you, man. So
yeah.
It's been literally a year, exactly a year since last we saw you, and we're out at FL2K22. You're here with this badass RSX, man. 4-cylinder Honda going up against the sea of GTRs and all sorts of, you know, V10s and all sorts of really, really fast stuff.
Yeah, there's definitely a wide spread of cars this weekend. One race I had was against the 6-second RX7, the green car. And that was a killer race because I thought I was just going to get blown out of the water. And he ended up sleeping on me, and I ended up staying ahead of him the whole time, so that was a great race. Raced a CCO performance car, R8, and that's the car that beat me by just 700ths actually. Wow. So very, very close, very fun. So for my class, the sport class, the breakout was 171, and I had a couple 169 point something runs, so I had to be careful not to break out for the speed. But if I was winning the race, I'd let out early to make sure that I didn't break out. But 169.7 was my best run of the day.
Awesome, man. And give people an idea. So I don't think you've taken the new setup down the quarter mile, but what's the best the car's been in quarter mile?
So first time out this year on my street tune, went 864 at 166. Probably got an 84, 83 in it, turned up. I just haven't been to the track for drag racing stuff much this year at all, but I'll definitely get to it.
Awesome, man. Well, I see some new goodies here in the engine bay. I know you've made some changes. It's making a lot more power. Give us a rundown on the changes.
So last year it was a stock block K20, just rods, pistons, cams. Now this year it's a sleeved K24. Same cam, same head setup, same like steel rods, no billet rod, nothing like that. Different turbo setup, so it's a Pulsar 7975 turbo. Everything else is pretty much the same, still 4-injector, K-Pro, pretty simple, just different motor and more power.
Nice, man. So this is a PPG dog box, right?
Yep, PPG dog box, has the billet transfer case. So for the all-wheel drive system, it's really just stock CRV parts. The rear diff and axles are still completely stock. I get everything from a scrapyard or wherever I can find it, just cheap. The drive shaft and viscous coupler are out of a Land Rover Freelander. Stock transfer case, it's a CRV transfer case. That's really it. I mean, trailing arms, spindles, all that stuff is from CRV. So everything pretty much just bolts right up. With the K20, it made 920 on an all-wheel drive Mustang dyno, and then this year it made 1050 on that same dyno.
Wow. So I guess to give people an idea, the Mustang dynos are known to be heartbreakers.
Yeah.
So, you know, comparing that to something like a dyno jet.
1100 something, yeah, realistically. Yep.
That's some jam.
Yeah.
How much boost does it take to get to that?
So like 40 pounds, like 39, 40 pounds. This motor is a lot more efficient than the K20, the one that I had in here before. My old motor, I was running like 44 pounds, and this one's only taking 39, 40. So this setup's really working. I mean, on the street, this car is a blast now. So now it's dead consistent almost every time on the street. It'll run a 3.2, 60 to 130, 100 to 150 is a 3.0. I got a couple 2.9s in there as well. So it's a good 15% faster than last year.
Wow. So what was your draggy time on the last setup?
It was consistent 3.6, 3.7, 60 to 130.
That's a huge difference.
Very huge difference. Like you would think, you know, a couple tenths, that's not that much. When you're in the threes like that, it's a huge difference.
Oh yeah, big jump. You guys walk around here. A badass street car.
Both of them came to play. And you know that block out there, side by side. Let's see who gets to the finish line first. We don't run too fast.
I think it's so badass, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for showing us.
Yeah, no problem.
What's up?
What's up? How's it going?
It's good to see you.
Nice to see you again as well.
Last time we had you on the channel, we were out with your Evo 8, making
Yes.
like 800. We went out for some rips. That thing was badass.
It
But
was
today,
fun.
we got your baby.
Today we got my drag car.
We got the
I
Honda.
saw my street car, and this is my drag car that I've been building for the past couple of years. So this car really started off as a street car. It was the first car that I really started building. It's what started my YouTube channel. It's really what started everything, I want to say, in general when it comes to drag racing. These cars, the SI do come with a B series, but this car already had a K20 in it, so I just utilized it and kind of just made it faster. Back then, it was 4 years ago, I was running like 12.4, 12.5, and here we are today. Completely new setup, running, best time right now is 8.6. And that was letting off, so this car has so much more in it. I just finished it, so we're literally just warming up, getting the car dialed in and stuff like that. So I'm just really excited to see where this journey goes and just how fast we can go. Yeah, so here we have the KDN shifter. Again, it's super nice and it just gives you that confidence boost. It has a little collar on here, so put it in first, you lift the collar, go in first gear. It's reverse, same thing, lift the collar. So the way the lockout works is once you put it in first gear, you basically just pull this and it will lock you out of first. You can't go back into first. So again, it just definitely gives you like a confidence boost when driving, because it's so easy to make a mistake and going back into first gear. And I feel like everyone in drag racing has done it. You at least have done it once. So it's like always been in the back of my head. I'm like, I don't want to do it. So
That's an expensive mistake most
for
of the
sure,
time.
it
most
is.
of the time.
But you know what? It's part of the sport. People learn. It's part of it. But it's cool that they invented this to kind of avoid that and to save that big expense that you would have from doing that.
Awesome. Well, good luck out there. We'll catch back up with you later.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Thanks.